So let's start the tour here. Okay, I'll turn the ignition. Apparently, the owner said that you're supposed to let wait like a few seconds till that dial goes up over here, and then turn it. Start no problem. And as you can see, it is 238,893 kilometers. And I put a full tank of gas in just before I left. It was really cheap in Victoria. It was like 96 cents a liter. For us, that's cheap. And it was still basically in the full line when the guy took the fuel filter out, but I think he must have dumped some gas out because it went down enough to notice. So this is from Victoria. This is when I filled up. I had 77 kilometers. Okay, let me shut this off. Save gas. And we have this aftermarket Kenwood stereo. I don't really like it that much because I listen to the radio quite a bit. And this is the way you change stations, by pressing this. And I would rather have buttons, but oh well. I have no idea what this is. If anybody knows, please tell me. I have no idea. This, I assume, is to hook your phone or MP3 player to the stereo, but I'm not really sure, to be honest. And there's a couple things, it's an older van, so it's a couple small issues. Number one, this thing opens really easily, so you have to kind of pull the latch up. If you pull this up, close it, pull it up, then it doesn't open. The other thing is the fan has an intermittent sound where it's a little bit of annoying. I had that in an older car. I hope that, I don't know, I might get that fixed, but then, they got to I think they have to take the whole dash apart. I'm not 100% sure about that. If anybody knows, let me know. But if they do, that could be a lot of money just to fix a little fan noise. I like this dome light they have. It's huge. Gives off good light. And here's the door. I'm seriously considering making that door taller and wider. It's a shame in a way because it's been done pretty well, and I don't want to, redo everything just for the sake of adding more work to my plate. But at the same time, he did this. He cut the door in half. It used to be just one piece, so that his dog, the previous owner of this dog, could stick his head out and watch the action, which is cool. That's easy enough to fix and glue that back together. And yeah, headliner's in good shape. Another issue is that this handle was a little bit wonky, so I'll have to fix that. Buy a new one at the junkyard, or I don't know. I'll have to take a look at this. I'll put it on the list of stuff to do. White box there, that's remember where the gas tank gas can was? Well, that's the inside of it. Thinking maybe I could even just cut that right out. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Lots of thought to be done. It's quite permanent if you cut something that out, so think about it thoroughly before I make a move. Definitely gonna have to cover those wheel wells, box them in. Now this vent, he said it was 16 inches. I'm going to get my tape measure and measure it, because 16 inches, the Fantastic fans are 14 inches. I know they are. So, does let light in and does let air in, but of course there's no fan. So I'm deciding, I think this is kind of a bad placement for this vent, to be honest. Just seems like if you had it more in the center, the light would fill up the entire van. Because that's how I get the light in my van, because these windows will be completely covered. In fact, I'm probably going to build a wall straight down. I don't have to explain why, but basically you don't want any bare metal exposed because that's how condensation starts. And that's eventually going to lead to mold. So all the bare metal will be covered. And I find the best way to do the back is just to build a wall. I mean, that last fan I had a door there I made, and then I didn't. I've been using it, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna do the door or just build a wall, because I'm intend to use a sliding door. My other van I didn't use a sliding door, so I intend to build a door in here and then have it about this wide, maybe 18 inches wide, and then build the wall over here out to there, so that I can use a sliding door. Because I want to have my bed across the back, and I don't know. That's the initial thought. I might change my mind. Okay, I just measured that roof vent, and it is 14 inches, which means I could put a fantastic fan there and it would fit. Eh, I don't know. I don't really like that placement of it. The main reason why is because I intend to put a vent cover on the neck on this build. They have the fantastic fan, and then you can buy the big, tall cover. I don't know what it's called. I think they just call it the fantastic fan cover, vent cover, and that way you can open it all the way and rain won't get in. The main reason for me to do that is because when I have the heat on at night, if I leave it on all night, it gets way too stuffy in here. So not in here in the old van. So what I would do is I would open the door just like you know, half a centimeter, and what that would do is because I have my window open with the rain guard to let air in. What that would do is it would let fresh air into the van, and then out the roof. So my idea is this time to seal it off and just have two vents in the back, and with a vent cover on one of them. Not a double bubble, but not like Will Burson style, but just with one fantastic fan. I guess I could just add another fantastic fan to this somewhere else, but that one's 14 inches, it would fit. So if I added the fantastic fan here, I'm just concerned that that wouldn't have enough room to fit the vent cover on, because it's right on the corner of the edge of the van. So here's another view. I'm sitting on the floor. All that white metal's gonna have to be covered. That's gonna be a job. You know what? Thinking about it, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take panel off, look at how much the R rating is, and 1.5. If it's R5 or above, I think I'm just gonna keep it as it is. Put the vapor barrier on, and it looks like how this has been done has been one panel at a time. I'm hoping that's the way it is. And if that's the way it is, maybe it'll just come apart nicely and be easy to do. So, let's see here. The other thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to put cupboards coming out here. Now I got to decide how deep I want them to be. I don't want it to jut out too far into the walk area. I want as much space as possible in here. So I really don't need, because it's so long, I can build one huge, one long one and have the depth shallow, but still have lots of space. I really only need space for clothes, food, and tools. And that's my tools. So, well, I also have my music gear, bass cabs and stuff like that. That does take room, but so I'm not a pack rat. I'm a minimalist, so I think I can get away with making this pretty lean. All right, is there anything else to add here? There's a dog walking by out there. Too bad that I'm gonna have to see. This is only, let's see here. This is only 1 inch thick, no insulation, so I'm gonna definitely have to build this wall out and make it thicker. That'll be 2 inches of insulation of the good stuff. fact, I have some just down there I'm going to try to use as much as I can. Alright guys, so there you have it. Tour of the van. Tour of the van before I do the renovations. It's going to take me a long time. I'm not going to really rush it because I've got my other van, and the only thing that's kind of the downside of not rushing it is I'm going to pay $100 or so insurance on 2 vans instead of 1. But you know, you got to live life too. I'm not going to be like every single spare moment working on the van. Um, that said, I have some time off in the summer, so you know, we're in February. It'll definitely be done by September. Probably before then, probably way before then, but yeah. So we'll see how it goes, and if I don't have to do the walls, that will make a huge difference in how much time it takes me. But I'll have to do the floor, and it's amazing how long this stuff takes. All these little things take time. Anyway, have yourself a good night, and take care. I'll see you in the next video.